How are we? First day without football. And we're finally here now on a Monday, February 9th. Have a huge slate of NBA games. Also, an awesome matchup tonight between Kansas and Arizona in college hoops. We have some college hoops going on, a little bit of NBA. Nearing the All-Star break. So we have today through Thursday to bet on the NBA. Then we're going to get a bit of a break, and pretty much a break in general for sports betting, as there's not going to be as much going on. But for today, it's an action-packed NBA slate. A lot of games to jump into. We got a lot of solid boosts. An awesome boost over at Onyx on a parlay boost. Got a free square over on PrizePicks. I already made a slip for that earlier today, but let's just kind of jump into it. Hopefully you're having a strong Monday, recovering from that Super Bowl hangover. The game was, pretty, it was kind of one-sided for the most part. Wasn't very exciting. Obviously, the first half was just all field goals. I legitimately thought that betting no touchdowns might have actually cashed, but didn't happen. But the fourth quarter was a little bit more exciting, but at the end of the day, the Seahawks just kind of controlled it. So shout out to Skunky, hitting all of his legs on the Seahawks spreads. I'm a very happy camper as the Patriots don't win their 7th Super Bowl. So one more year where my Steelers and the Patriots are tied for the most Super Bowls. But congrats to Seattle and the Seahawks. Just a dominating performance from the defense, and the offense and Kenneth Walker just really did enough. They did enough to kind of get the job done. So we're over here on PrizePicks. Jamal Murray under on points. All right. Let's put together a little PrizePicks slip. I already used my Joker free square, guys, but if you haven't, PrizePicks is offering a discount on Joker. It's not a free square, but it's a discount on his points. We're going to take the under on Murray, under 25.5. We're going to look at AJ Green over on threes. They're taking on the Magic tonight, Milwaukee and the Magic. AJ Green over on threes. What do we got here? Taking me a minute to find this one. There it is. Taking the over. DeAndre Ayton under on points. This is not bad. This is going to be a 3-pick slip, guys. No insurance. So we need all 3 picks to hit. Would love to hear from you guys how it went for you. AJ Barner, touchdown, anytime touchdown. It was the first one. Unfortunately, my first touchdown score for Matt Collins. He ended up being the second score. All right, we're taking Ayton here. And I'm going to take this a 3-pick slip. Let me share this with you guys. 2 unders, 1 over. And I'll share the link here with you guys here in just a second. But appreciate you guys tuning in. What's going on, Irish? How are we? There it is. 3-pick slip there for you guys. Check it out. Excuse me. Let's take a look at what we have going on over at Underdog. We have some better discounts as well. Like I said, there's an Onyx parlay boost. Yeah, Barner was a nice one. Barner was a nice one. And Irish, correct me if I'm wrong, but you got paid out a little bit more because the Seahawks won the future. I couldn't remember which future that because you had both, which one paid you out the most. But congrats to you on hitting that. And pretty sick that you had actually both teams for both futures in the Super Bowl. Let's look at Underdog here at the moment and see what we have. We're just DVigging the Pinnacle right now, guys. We're also going to jump over to FanDuel as well. Again, we could go back to the well here with Murray. We got Denny Advita, though, under on assists. Maybe not. Ayton on points. Okay, I don't like this Rui play for a 3-pick slip. It's not all that great. Let's refresh this once more. All right. Let me jump over to FanDuel and see what's up. Because we could go back and add those players again. And you can do that, guys, if you don't have PrizePicks or you're limited to like $5 and you want to play this on Underdog. Because Underdog will still let you bet like $25 on limited account. So you could take the Murray under on points, the Ayton under on points as well. Buzelis under on points. That's gone. Desmond Bain, PRA. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Small edge, but I'll grab it. And then, yeah, we're not really anything I love for Herb Jones, Nick Claxton, Ty Jerome. I'm not looking to put together a 5 or 6 pick slip, guys, so I'm not all that excited. Let's go to the Sharp Money tool. And let's get rid of this. And Quentin Grimes over on points. Okay, somebody wants this at -123. We can get this at -122. Over on his points over 9.5. Still waiting to see if Embiid is going to be ruled out for this game. I know he's questionable. So we're taking the over on Grimes. Valanciunas on his assist under 1.5. Okay. There's not many sharp books at all that are offering this. And I'm not against it, getting this at like minus 122 on a play. Sion James. Yeah, I'll go with Valanciunas. We'll mess around with that. Again, if you guys want, though, if you want to grab Murray or 8 and under on points, that's definitely a solid option. We'll take the under on assists for Valanciunas. 3-pick slip, no insurance. I'll share this link with you guys right now. Andrew, what's going on, man? He said, I hit the Barner jackpot on FanDuel. Got a nice little $111 bonus bet. Great to hear that, dude. Yeah, it was the touchdown jackpot. I had DeMario Pop Douglas. Glad to know that you did hit on that, dude. That's always sick. Nice to hear that, Irish. Wilbo, what's going on, man? Evening to you, my friend. Let me take a little screenshot. We just shared a slip on PrizePicks and on Underdog. Okay, so also, guys, a little bit of a streaming announcement. Not for tomorrow and Wednesday. Honestly, I wanted to stream this morning. I just ended up staying out pretty late last night, having a good time with friends. So that's why there wasn't a stream this morning. But the NBA All-Star break starts on Friday. So from this upcoming Friday to next Wednesday, there are only going to be streams going on in the evening during the weekdays. There's no hockey. There's no NBA. We just have college basketball every day. So there's not going to be any morning streams on starting Friday to next Wednesday because the NBA is on the All-Star break and the NHL is currently on Olympic break. So in terms of our day-to-day betting action, it's going to dry up quite a bit. So just wanted to kind of let everyone know for future. Still planning on streaming tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and Thursday. But starting Friday, we're just going to have an evening stream on Friday. Cade Cunningham, under on rebounds and assists. Better. Okay. Again, Better recently, I can't use their desktop website, so I got to go over here and hit them up on my phone. So that's what I'm doing right now. We got Joker, we got Maxey, we got Jokic. There's a lot of discounts here, guys. I'm going to play the Maxey discount. If you have already played that one, obviously when I share this slip, feel free to put one of the other discounts on there. I play these discounts every day. They're really, really solid. So we're looking at Cade, under on his rebounds and assists. Okay. This is D-Vigging to FanDuel. This is a market that Pinnacle doesn't offer. Scoot, under on his points. This looks good to FanDuel. It's not great to Pinnacle, so I'm really looking for line movement from FanDuel. Don't really have that here, so I'm not like in love with the Scoot play. If you disagree with me, by all means, just go ahead and grab it. On his PRA, though, Pinnacle doesn't have anything here, and FanDuel's at minus 144, so I'll take the Scoot under on his PRA. I'm cool with that. Oh, good to hear that. Good to hear that. Well, sorry that he didn't get that done, but still, it was a successful Super Bowl for me. Had quite a few novelty props, as I posted yesterday on Kalshi. I had a lot of money on the under on the halftime show, and it worked out really, really well on Kalshi. They were really the only book that was offering this. All right, so I just made this better slip, guys. I'm just throwing this in my notes so I could share the link with you. So just bear with me for about 30 seconds, and I'll have that slip and that link shared with you momentarily. This is taking advantage of the Maxey discount. So let me throw this up. There we go. All right, so here is that better slip. Bingo. Like I said, we have some really nice discounts. There's a 25% SGP boost on FanDuel, 100% parlay boost on Onyx for a Monday parlay. So kind of like yesterday, guys. Excellent boost. I will say no one cares, but yesterday I missed out on a big parlay on DraftKings. I had the over on Jason Myers field goals. I had the over on the rushing and receiving yards for Kenneth Walker for like 150 yards. And then I had the under 40.5. And that defensive pick 6 at the end of the game, and then the Patriots going down and scoring, would have paid me out $1,700 on a $50 play, and that kind of sucked. Got a lot of other plays here though, guys, on better. So I'm just going to pause here, throw up Pinnacle. If you guys need some other discounts, I've played now all the discounts. This Guy Santos play is really solid. Murray's not bad. A.J. Green, Ayton, again, these are some familiar faces. But if you need to play the Jokic or the Jalen Johnson discount, Jalen Johnson is questionable. He showed up late on the injury report. So I definitely want to double check to see if he is a go. Just want to find out to see what's up with him. No, nothing new, it doesn't seem like, over there on Jalen. So we'll have to just keep an eye out on that in terms of what he's got going on. Let's see on Underdog. No, they haven't mentioned anything. Nothing yet. So he might be more of a game time decision. But these are all really solid plays. We're going to take a look at Dabble and Parlay Play coming up next. Wilbo says, kicking myself, no pun intended, that I forgot that ladder Seattle field goals alone, ladder New England field goals, and both teams combined. Yeah, the field goals were definitely popping. I actually I found a play on the sharp money tool right like a couple hours before game time for Borealis. The kicker for the Patriots is under on DraftKings. That was nice, under 1.5 field goals, and that was a nice cash. All right, so let's look at Parlay Play and Dabble. We are going to take a look at the sharp money tool a little bit more to find some other plays. Parlay Play, Dabble, DVigging currently to Pinnacle using the power default. Again, if you want a more like an exclusive list, use worst case. If you're looking for more options, then stick to power. Stewart and Murray again, and then we don't have anything else for Dabble. For Parlay Play, we have some lower edge plays, which it's all right. My voice sounds a little off, guys, because I was very excited that the under hit on the halftime show last night, so I was screaming at the bar, having a good old time. But I don't mind this on Dabble at all. Yeah, there we go, Irish. No doubt about that. No doubt. So let me go over here to Dabble. Again, if you guys want to follow me over there, it's at Billy C. Just throwing it up on my phone right now. And if you throw me at Billy C, you'll see... 12 pick. Yeah, they got this. They also got a nice little promo going on right now, guys. Turn $1 into 1,000. They put a $1 bonus fund play. You have to play a 12 pick slip on Dabble and hit on all 12 plays. Obviously, it's a super long shot, but something fun if you guys are looking for a nice little promo. So we're taking the under on Stewart, and then we're going to come back here, taking the under on Murray, and then let's go over to FanDuel to see what we got cooking for Dabble. Scoot, we could take his under points. I could go Wiggins points and rebounds. I'll stick with this because the Wiggins play, because like I said, it's a market that only is offered by FanDuel. Pinnacle doesn't offer this, so I use FanDuel as my sharp for this play. So these are all unders, fading all these dudes, and I just put that slip in there now. So follow me at Billy C, all uppercase, no spaces, Billy C, and you guys can copy that slip. I just put that over there for $25 on Dabble. So we're taking a look at that. Nice. All right, so there's a Dabble slip. For Parlay Play, Trey Murphy over on threes. Again, the hard part here for me with this, and this is a boosted payout for Trey Murphy. So they offer some nice payout boost specials sometimes. A lot of Dabble plays. I'll pause here for a second for my Dabble people if you're looking for other options. You could take Cade, you could take Hartenstein, Wiggins, Scoot, Isaiah. All these plays are fine to take. Wilbo, to me, I wasn't paying a lot of attention. I was paying attention, obviously, how long the halftime show was. I had no issue with it. Puerto Rico's been a part of America for like over 100 years now. So, I'm not trying to get anyone. It didn't bother me at all. Understand if some people were hot and bothered by it. I wasn't. It's a halftime show. So, obviously my girlfriend being Latino loved it. And I listened to a lot of his music. So just my 2 cents. It really had no impact on me either way. I think people make too big of a deal out of it, but that's just my 2 cents. Because at the end of the day, life goes on. It's just basically a concert during halftime. So, the national anthem? Sorry. The national anthem? Yeah. The national anthem, I don't know, it was different too. I also had bet the under on the national anthem, and that cashed. So, but BetOnline was the only book that was offering it. It was different. Again, when it comes to those, I'm pretty neutral for the most part. No real say one way or the other. I keep it pretty neutral for the most part. We've heard the song like a billion times. It's every game, so didn't really. But if you guys felt one way or another, you're not going to offend me. Feel free to share your thoughts, any OGs or DGens, on the national anthem, halftime show, any of the other stuff. Also, let me know what you think. Let me put the poll up right now. What do you guys think about the commercials? I wanted to hear what you guys, because I was in a bar, so I really couldn't hear what was going on. Really couldn't hear what was going on with the commercials. I really wasn't paying a ton of attention to it. So I any of the good ones I probably missed. The Dunkin' Donuts one, obviously just noticed a bunch of dudes, because I'm a millennial, noticed a bunch of people from the 90s. But otherwise, that was pretty much it. Ooh, Simons looks kind of decent on his threes. Simons, again, I'm not going to add Stewart and Murray to another slip, guys, but if you wanted to for Dabble, Simons, Stewart, and Murray. No doubt I had tails, and listen, no doubt 49ers faithful. Like Joe Montana. So there's nothing that pisses me off more. Like, I'm okay if it's a solid flip of the coin and I lose. But I hate the coin toss when it kind of wobbles and it like only rotates once or twice. Like Joe Montana, have you never flipped a coin before, bro? Like, you're going to be flipping the coin. They kind of tell you ahead of time. And so, like, his coin flip was tough. Like I said, if I lose the coin toss and it's a solid flip, I can live with that. But that coin toss, man, some of these dudes just don't flip coins. It was just, that was probably the worst part for me. Like, lost $100 or $115, no problem, but that was tough. I don't know. I mean, I know he's older, but like, dude, that was tough. All right, let's look at DraftKings Pick 6. And we'll look at some Pick 6 and then we'll jump in it. So for any of you guys tuning in right now, appreciate it, as always. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, DraftKings Pick 6. I don't really know what they got going on, if they have anything. I'm sure they have something. I got to take a look and see what's up. I got to log in because I haven't logged into DraftKings Pick. I haven't looked at Pick 6 today. And need the code. Cool. Okay. All right, over on Pick 6, what do we got? We have a free square on LeBron, which is really nice. So we got a LeBron free square. And a 75% boost on any NBA entry, which is really good. So first off, for the LeBron free square, I'm going to go back to the well, hit up AJ Green over on threes. Cool. And then we're going to take Claxton. And we're taking Claxton under on his points. Okay, this is a $10 max wager, guys. 3-pick slip. I'll share the link. This is that LeBron free square. I'd say so, Anton. So far, 58% saying meh. I would probably vote meh as well. Just not great. Not great. No doubt about that. No doubt. Okay, so there's that play. But I still want to take advantage of this 75% winnings boost. You guys have gimme picks on, I think it looks like it's Cade, LeBron, and Spida. So anybody there? I'm getting one for LeBron, which is cool for me. What do we got? Let's come over here to FanDuel. We got 5 results. DiVincenzo, Con. This Con plays a really low edge play. Let's go to the sharp money tool and see if I can find anything for Pick 6. And we got nothing. Absolutely no results. So that's not fun. Okay. I'm hoping the 75% boost can just be played on a 3-pick slip. So DiVincenzo over on his PRA. And this already bumped to 20.5, so that's gone. Sick. So now we got unders on Bane and Con. Okay. Matt Collins, that's interesting. That's funny. All right, so we're taking Con's under. Bane, we could take his under on his. I'll go his points and rebounds. If you guys want to go his PRA, that's fine by me. But I'd like to eliminate one of the categories. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Can I just do it here for a 2-pick slip? Oh, okay. 2-pick slips. I can't remember what 2-pick slips give me odds of, so I got to double check this because it might not be worth it. 2 picks are minus 137. They just bumped Con to 17.5. Dude, give me a break. So I'm okay with playing a 2-pick slip, guys, on DraftKings because this boost is going to make it a very EV play. Ooh, Renaud. Okay, let's go with Renaud. That's a much better play. We're looking at his under points and rebounds. So I'm just going to play this as a 2-pick. Bane, cool. I can play this for 25 bucks. All right. Might not be popular. If you guys want to add Cade, you can do that as well. But there is the link for that 2-pick slip. I'm going with Bane. I'm going with Renaud. And, you know, that 75% boost is really good. Honestly, if I wanted to maximize EV, I should probably play it as a 6-pick slip. But I'm okay with just taking a 2. Or if you guys want to play a 3, no problem at all. It's a really solid boost, though, over on DraftKings. So shout out to them. All right, let's go to the Sharp Money tool here. Let me just select all the books other than overtime because overtime is good for player props, not really good for anything else. Let's select everything here. And what do we have? Top play at the very top here. Embiid under on 3s. Again, waiting to hear if he's going to play. Let me double check. RotoWire and Underdog right now. Still questionable. Looks like Quentin Grimes was a late addition to the injury report. Okay. It's not great that we took his over because now he just got added to the injury report. All right, so Embiid, under 1.5 player made 3s. Somebody really wants this at plus 125 odds. You can only get this on SportsZeno. This really isn't worth playing anywhere else other than SportsZeno. And I would imagine most of you guys are limited, so we're just going to move on from that play. Limited or you don't have it. If you do have it and you can still get a play down, definitely take Embiid under over at SportsZeno, but I can probably bet it, but I can't bet it as much. Can't bet a ton on it, but I'll still take it because it looks pretty decent. Aaron Wiggins, under 2.5 assists, Thunder, Lakers. Again, there's no SGA, guys. He's out. He's been out for a while. So Wiggins for $4,000. Somebody wants this at minus 105 odds. You can get this at plus 105 odds. If you have some taste for risk, you could take the Embiid and Aaron Wiggins and play this as a 2-leg parlay. This would be just your traditional 2-leg parlay. I'm going to do that on SportsZeno because my account is limited over here, but I can still probably wager $30 to $50, and I would love to just be able to play this on a 2-leg parlay. So that's what I'm just going to do at the moment. Wiggins and for Embiid. Jalen Williams, this is Boomers. This is a sportsbook in Nevada. Okay, you can get this. If somebody wants this for about $3,900, they want this at minus 115 odds, right? So they want the under 5.5 assists. You can get this at minus 120 on FanDuel, minus 122 on DraftKings. So that's decent. To be able to get that, because that's only like 5 to 7 cents off, and I always like that. And so I'm just over here taking care of my Embiid under, and then I'm looking for, what's the other game? It's Aaron Wiggins. Right, so I like this play for Jalen Williams under 5.5 assists. You guys can get this at DraftKings or FanDuel. That's pretty solid. Again, guys, when we're looking at all these different plays, we're putting maybe like 1.5 units, 2 units tops on these plays. Probably 1 unit to 1.5 units is what I would recommend. We're not going to unload the bank account on these plays. Again, for college basketball, I really don't think any sports book is sharp for college hoops when it comes to player props. So take that with a grain of salt and be careful. Wiggins under, what can I get this at? A little too late parlay. See if I can get $50 on this. $14.28. I'll take it. All right, so I'm in for a $14.28 play on this Wiggins and Embiid play on Sportsino. Shout out to them. Still pays me out about $65 total, so definitely worth playing, even if it's only for $14. All right, Jazz and the Heat. If anyone still has thrills, this is just incredible. Getting this at minus 120 on the under 240 points. Really, this is only a thrills play. But if for any of you that have thrills, again, if you're in Florida, thrills is available. It's a book that maybe you don't use all the time, but they are a smaller operation. You can catch them sleeping. Definitely would grab that. Let's look at the Blazers on the money line. Circa plus 135. A lot of people want this at plus 137. Can I get this? I don't have Circa. If you have Circa, bet it. Anywhere else that offers price flips at plus 130? Not really. Now, this person wants it at plus 137. Again, I'm always willing to go 5 to 10 cents of a range from this. So if I can get it at plus 125 or plus 127, all right, like I'll get in on that. And for myself, bet 105 is at plus 127. All right, not bad. That's where I'm probably going to go, is bet 105. And I'm going to, again, probably bet up half unit on this play. Again, guys, if you haven't signed up, Bet 105 copies Pinnacle's odds, or they're very close to Pinnacle's odds more times than not. If you use code BillyC when you open up a new account, again, code BillyC, deposit $100, you're going to receive a $50 bonus bet. If you don't use my code and you sign up for a new account, they're only going to let you deposit $50 and receive, oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it now. No, it's the same thing. But if you want to support me, $100 gets you a $50 free bet. They used to have it where you deposit 50, you get a 25, and my code was actually more advantageous. But looks like now going across the board, it's the same thing. But again, you want to throw me a bone, help me out, use code BillyC. Great book. Even if you don't want to use my code, just sign up for the book. It's awesome. And it's definitely a book that I use every day. So looking at the Blazers, plus 127 odds. They're taking on the Sixers at home. And I'm going to go in for $50 and bet this courtesy of the Sharp Money tool. I can't get this at Circa. If I had Circa, I would definitely bet this. But we're going to go over to bet 105, 127 for $50. There we go. I prefer to bet underdog odds on the Sharp Money tool. That's my preference. Definitely my preference. Hartenstein, you can get this over at Bovada, plus 145 odds. Someone's got $2,000. They want this at plus 144, so you're getting 1 cent better of a price. Really, this is going to be Bovada only. But if you have Bovada, go play this. It's really, really good. All right, so appreciate everyone that voted. 58% said the Super Bowl commercials were meh. 29% said trash. 13% said fire. 24 votes. Appreciate everyone that voted. KCP over on his assist. Again, this is a bigger underdog. Plus 210 odds. Fanatics. I'm very limited on Fanatics. I'm going to probably, maybe I can get this bet for $10. We're going to try. Obviously, my AJ Barner bet hit on Fanatics. I was able to bet it for like $60. So we're going to take a look, see what we got. And again, guys, even on a limited Fanatics account, I'm betting this. I use this account almost every day. Don't sleep on your limited accounts. You can still grind these accounts and make solid money. Don't sleep on it. I think I'm up almost $300 this month on Fanatics. Some of these player props I can only bet for like $10 to $15. So we're looking for KCP. Where's he at? He's at the very bottom. And unfortunately now he's at plus 175. So I don't like that. If it was at 210, that would have been worth it. So let's refresh the page. This play is most likely dead on Onyx, so don't think about that. We're going to go over next, though, to Onyx to take a look at that 100% parlay boost. Again, guys, when I see Onyx here, but I don't see DraftKings, remember, they copy DraftKings odds. So if DraftKings has pulled their odds, then these are stale plays. That's just unfortunate in the way it kind of goes with Onyx. Watford, again, this is over at Bovada. Somebody wants this at roughly plus 136 to plus 141. You can get it at plus 150. That's an incredible play. Go bet the under 13.5 PRA. Again, it's an underdog, but it's a really good play. Isaiah Joe, you can get this on MGM. Somebody wants this at minus 115 odds. You can get this at DraftKings at minus 115 under on his PRA. Somebody's posted about $1,700. DraftKings or Onyx. No, Onyx is at minus 120, which is fine. But if you can't get MGM, go get this at DraftKings. All right, let's take a look at some plays right now. We're going to quickly pop over and take a look at college basketball because there are some games tonight. There's a really big matchup between Arizona and Kansas. And we're going to use the old EV formula builder. And I'm going to use half on Circa, half on Bookmaker. We're just looking for college basketball point spreads at the moment. We'll take a look for money lines as well. And I want both Circa and Bookmaker to agree on this, using them 50-50. This is the Platinum plan, guys. If you're a Platinum plan member, you have access to this. If you want to try OddsJam and you want to try Platinum for free for 1 week, use code Billy35, right? Go talk to Randall. They ran a Super Bowl sale yesterday, guys. Talk to him again today. If you missed out on it, you're a little late. Say, yo, man, can you like throw me a bone here and just give me that Super Bowl sale from yesterday? But tell him that I told you can get Platinum 1 week for free and try it out because you could use this custom EV formula builder. And this is when we want both books agreeing on a play. Arizona minus 2.5. This is fantastic. Bet openly. I'm going to take all the money on this play unless you beat me to the punch. This is a peer-to-peer sports book. You'll never get limited on Bet openly. Big fan of them. Arizona taking on Kansas. Where's this at? Bingo. Plus 106. Yeah, there's only about $22 available, but I'm going to grab it for 22 bucks. So I'm in. You can get this on ProfitX as well, guys. Again, plus 106 odds, but if we win this bet, we have to pay a small rake to the sportsbook. That's how Bet openly makes their money, just like ProfitX and Novig. So you'll never get limited on these types of books because they just take a little bit of money off of the winning bettor, and that's how they get paid. So they want you to bet as much money as you possibly can over on these books. Great book. Definitely check it out. So we're on Arizona minus 2.5. Again, a lot of ProfitX plays. It's not available in Arizona. If it was, I would be hitting all these plays up. We're talking $20, $29. This Northern Iowa spread, I'm not nervous about because Circa's taking $5,500. And Bookmaker's taking probably close to the same amount. While this is a lower edge play, you have two very sharp books that are taking much higher liquidity compared to Pinnacle, and they're agreeing here. So all of these plays, I would love to bet them on ProfitX. If you're a ProfitX user, literally bet all of these. Now, when we're trying to figure out like how much money should we bet on this, number one, you want to bet the most money on Oregon because Oregon and Indiana is Big Ten basketball. And the rest of these schools below this Arizona-Kansas play, these three games down here, these conferences are small compared to the Big Ten. Big Ten's one of the biggest, if not the biggest conference in all of college. So that's where the books are taking, Circa and Bookmaker are going to take the highest amount of money in terms of taking action from bets. So when we can find an edge, we want to bet as much money as we possibly can on this play. Now, there's only $20 available. If you're not happy with that $20, then go on ProfitX and create another play. Create this liquidity. Take Oregon plus 10.5. Try to get it at plus 103, right? You know it's going to be a really solid edge to these two books and put it out there for whatever, 200, 500 bucks. You can create liquidity on any of these plays, create markets, create prices on ProfitX. That's why we love the exchanges. So don't get discouraged that there's only $20. Just go create a play on ProfitX for a similar price, and who knows, you might get your order filled. You might. Because I doubt that all OddsJam users are using this formula in terms of finding sharp plays for college basketball spreads. So don't get discouraged, right? Just like on MGM and Fanatics, don't get discouraged if you get limited. Don't get discouraged if there's only $20 because you have the power to create your own plays, your own pricing, your own markets. And that provides an enormous opportunity for you. So check that out. All right, let's pause here and let's go over and let's look at money line plays. And we're going to get a combo of all three. Bookmaker, Circa, Pinnacle. And we're just going to come down here to market and we're just going to type in money line. And so with this, I'm really looking for two of the books to agree with one another. Down here, right, as long as two of the books agree with one another, I'm excited about this play. Kansas, money line, bet DSI. Circa sees it at plus 135, but Pinnacle and Bookmaker closely there. And Pinnacle's taking $20,000 on money lines. Circa's only taking about $8,000. So that's a big difference in confidence for money lines because of this. So again, I'm already on Kansas plus 2.5 or minus 2.5 or plus 2.5. If you don't have to go back to the well and add more risk to this, you don't have to do that. So what I would do is just come over here, and I'm just going over to BetDSI. And again, guys, a great offshore sports book I use all the time. And Kansas is at plus 140. I'm not going to wager $15. I'm going to wager above that amount because I have a lot of confirmation from sharp books. So I'm literally going to go ahead and put down $100 because I love that I'm getting confirmation from all these sharp books. Love seeing that. So BetDSI, plus 140 odds, really good play. I'm very happy about that. If you're on Bovada, money line, UNC Wilmington. No, I took the Kansas plus 2.5. Or maybe it was minus 2.5. Let me look at my open bets. That was on Bet Openly. Let me see. Oh, shit, you're right. I'm sorry about that. I did. I bet Arizona minus 2.5. That's okay. I'm all right with it. So, yeah, I bet the opposites there. I'm okay. You're right. It was only a $22 bet. Not the smartest thing for me to do because I thought I was on Kansas, but it's okay. I bet Kansas money line. I have Arizona minus 2.5. So one's going to win, one's going to lose. I would prefer the Kansas wins. So, yeah, not the smartest move there by me, but even myself sometimes make some mistakes. So in that case, obviously it's a conflicting bet. So you would probably just, if you were me before, maybe you don't bet this Kansas money line because you already have something on Arizona. But I'm okay with kind of grabbing a little bit of both sides. Ken, what's going on, man? How are you? And then Indiana State here, guys, only $27, but this looks very good on ProfitX because you're seeing agreement from 3 sharp books. So nice to see that. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to look for this Onyx Parlay Boost. It's a 100% Parlay Boost. It's really, really good. And so we want to make sure that when we're checking this out, we hit DraftKings and we hit Onyx. If you guys are finding any of this insightful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click the thumbs up button, send this to a friend that's struggling sports betting. Been having a very solid month of February. It's been profitable for me. Would love to hear from you guys, OGs and DGens, how February's been, as we're pretty much a third of the way through February because it's the shortest month of the year. No leap year this year, so would love to hear from you guys how it's going. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, guys, because of the NBA All-Star break that's coming up after Thursday, Friday through next Wednesday, there will not be any morning streams during the weekdays. There'll just be evening streams. We have hockey's on Olympic break and the NBA's on the All-Star break, so there's not a lot going on day in and day out, just college basketball. Let's look at Pinnacle. We'll use worst case. We'll select all the leagues. I just don't want any alternate markets. And for maximum minimum odds, let's go like a minus 125 to a plus 125. Do we have anything at all? I think this has to be just NBA. No, it's just it's an NBA money. So we need this to be NBA. So let's go to the NBA. And what do we got? All right, again, when we're looking at these plays, I need to see a combination of DraftKings and Onyx next to each other. If Onyx is by itself, guys, then it's not real because DraftKings changed their pricing. So we're looking at Sensabaugh. We're looking at Jalen Duren. I'm cool with that. So we're looking at Duren to get a double-double. He's a rebounding machine. And so Duren to get a double-double. Cool. So I'm going to come over here. I'll click the add to parlay. Sensabaugh on his points. Jazz and the Heat. We're looking at what? Over 13.5. Now, sometimes, guys, these parlays, like it's hard for me to build them because I'm streaming. And if you guys are tailing me, you're beating me at the spot. Duren just moved to minus 113. I'm still okay with that. I'm still all right with minus 113 because we're receiving a 100% boost. This is also one of those boosts that is so good that you could basically bet your own opinions tonight on put together your own parlay, and 100% boost, guys, is going to make it positive EV. So just remember, if you disagree with any of my plays, you can bet your own stuff if you want to, because this boost is so good. All right, so this is going to be the 3-pick slip. I can bet $20 max on this. And so we're getting this at plus 1344, which is insane. And we got all overs. So this is the all overs right here. I'll share the link. There's the slip. And then let me share the link here in the chat with you guys if you want to copy. There it is. So Holmgren over on rebounds. Duran to get a double-double. Sensabaugh over on points. These are 3 separate plays on 3 different games. So this is a traditional parlay. You'll never get ripped off with prices, right? You can see this is 672. So when I come up here to OddsJam and I go up here, you're going to see that it says roughly 686, 673 on DraftKings. That's the correct price. So I go $20. I just click the plus sign. You're going to see this is added to my tracker. And I'll just get rid of all of these. Okay, then the next thing that I'll do, again, use OddsJam's Bet Tracker, guys. Absolutely free. It's fantastic. Click on the Bet Tracker. Come over here. And then I'll use the odds boost. And it's what? 1344. And so now this parlay is updated with the correct payout based off what happened right here. And it's all for Onyx. Okay? So there we go. That's how we kind of like to go about it. Also, don't want to forget, if you're new to sports betting, check out the Deposit Optimizer. This tool is here to help you figure out how much money you should put into each sports book based off of where you live, right? So if I move myself over to the left-hand side, I'm in Arizona. But if you live in, I don't know, let's say Nevada, okay? Come over to Nevada. Maybe you have a $1,000 bankroll. It's going to tell you to put your money, $290 into MGM, $270 into Boomers, $180 into Bookmaker, $140 into Caesars, and $110 into Bet105, right? This is all based off of the profitable opportunities that are available to you in Nevada, and this is going to just tell you how to dissect your bankroll, how much you should. If you have $10,000, then it's going to give you a lay of the land of the books that you want to put your money into, right? So this is a very powerful tool because now you're not guessing and wasting your time on trying to figure out how much money to put into the books. This is literally your roadmap and your guide. So make sure you check out the Deposit Optimizer. It is up here. Oh, wrong screen, Billy. Apologies. Let's get back over here. It is up here in the top left-hand corner. It's the first thing that you see up here. Don't want to forget, too, the converter tool, guys. Whatever type of promo that you have, I'm going to go back to Arizona. That's where I'm located. Whatever type of bonus that you have, if you don't want to wager it, right? Maybe you don't want to gamble with it. Maybe you got a DraftKings bonus bet for like $25, right? You can convert these promos into guaranteed profits. Come over here to the filter section. Choose the sports books that you have accounts with. Maybe it's FanDuel, DraftKings, Fanatics, and Caesars. OddsJam is then going to tell you, yo, if you want to convert 70% of your bonus bet into guaranteed cash, then go bet this play on the point spread between the Hawks and the Timberwolves tonight. You're going to risk $70 of your own money over at FanDuel. This $25 bonus bet, remember, bonus bets are not real money. It's not real cash. You have to actually put that wager into action to convert it. And this is how you're going to convert it. So when you see this, guys, this isn't $95 of your money. It's $70. And then you're going to receive your $70 back no matter if the bet wins on DraftKings or FanDuel. Plus, depending on which book wins, $19. You're going to convert $19 of that $25 into money and profit on DraftKings or $17.50 on FanDuel. So if you're someone that doesn't like to take a lot of risk, you want to use the promo converter for whatever bonus bet that you got. Profit boost, site credit, no sweat bet, qualifying bet, whatever it is, this is the tool that's going to tell you how to do it and where to bet it at. And with this tool, guys, you want to go after the highest percentage. The lower the percentage, the lower your return on that bonus bet. So you're going to convert 68% here on the Kings and the Pelicans, but on the Timberwolves and the Hawks, you're going to convert 70%. So this is kind of a little bit of how you want to use this tool. For my arbitrage people, speaking of just like day trading the books and making risk-free dough, Kyle Kuzma, props builder in DraftKings. Is this still real? Is this out there? Yo, it is. It's a 6% ARB. This is really, really good. I'm going to try to race over here to hit this up. I'm probably going to be late to the party. We'll see. The price is, I don't know where it's really off at here. Kuzma on rebounds. Milwaukee. They got this under 5.5. Yep, it's out there. This is actually very real. Would love to hit this guys up for you in real time. I'm just logging into DraftKings right now. If I bet like $100 there and 120 over here, That's sick. Let me see if I can get this. Got to go. I already have it teed up on Props Builder. We're looking for the over 5.5. It's at 124 right now. So that stinks. It's at 124. It's about a 4% ARB, which is still pretty good. Got to recheck the location. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right. So we're in. Awesome stuff. Let's go through this, guys. Check this out. So just hit this up on Props Builder and DraftKings. So here's the Props Builder play. And on DraftKings, here's the Kyle Kuzma play, right? So I'm in for $100 on Kuzma on the over, right? So let me kind of bring this over here to you so you guys can see this. All right, so we're in on Kuzma, 6+ rebounds. So it means he needs to hit the over 5.5 for $100, okay? I'm in for $115 over here on Props Builder on the under 5.5. So I'm in for a total of $215. No matter what happens, I'm going to get paid out $224. That's $9 in profit, no matter if Kuzma hits the over or the under. Props Builder, DraftKings, this is a fantastic ARB, about a 4% return off of my investment. So I don't care what he does in this game because I just made $9. And if I would have wagered more money, obviously I would have made more money. But I like to keep things very simple. Also, notice that I'm ending my bet sizes in 0s and in 5s. $100 is a very realistic wager for a player prop. $115 isn't all that crazy of a player prop either, right? I'm not betting $99.33. I'm not betting $114.75. This is $115 and $100. So really solid ARB over on DraftKings. I just come over here to my bet tracker, right? It tells me right here it doesn't matter what happens. And so I hit this play up. And again, I don't bet 114.73. I just bet 115. So I worked the calculator to figure out nice optimal bet sizes, just locked in risk-free profit. I don't care what happens. DraftKings Prop Builder, 4% ARB, really, really solid. Love to hit that ARB up, right? That's guaranteed profit, man. I don't care what happens. And this game is starting relatively soon, right? This game starts in like less than an hour. So it's not like I'm betting something that's 10 hours away. This is in less than 60 minutes. So always love hitting that ARB up right there. It's awesome. Fanatics and MGM, okay? I would imagine most people are pretty limited on this play. Again, you can hit this up on Ballybet, Bet Rivers, if you wanted to on this play. Fourth quarter total points. I don't deem this as a risky bet. This is Fanatics and Bet365 because they're going to play the fourth quarter in this basketball game unless the game is canceled. So this is a solid ARB as well. We hit an ARB up yesterday for the Seahawks and the Patriots. I think it was the Patriots team total field goals, or it might have been the Seahawks, between Bet365 and Props Builder. That was a nice cash. So again, guys, you're hitting up 4% ARBs. That's daily. So that's a 4% return off my investment. Really, really solid. All these plays are over 3%. Bet openly, right? We're talking about $50 here with Collier. This is nice. Really, really solid plays. All right, let's go back to the EV tool, and let's go over just some NBA player props right now. We got a lot going on, so we're going to go take a look at FanDuel. Start with FanDuel. Again, to me, guys, I start here with FanDuel, but really what you can do with this beautiful custom EV formula, FanDuel and Pinnacle don't really agree all that often on player props. So what we're going to do is just go a 50-50 split between these two books. And I just want to see them agree. Remember, take them to 100% here, guys, so that they both need to agree. But if you can find both books that agree on these plays, then you have some solid confidence, right? So we talked about this on Better. If you want to hit this up for Cade Cunningham, do so. No Vig. LaMelo over on threes. Looks like AJ Green right now. So what we're just seeing here is that the tool is getting populated where FanDuel and Pinnacle agree on the pricing, and now you're seeing an edge. This is how I would bet player props, right? Multiple books agreeing on a price that it's coming up with an edge. I would have more confidence in this play because two sharp books agree with one another. So again, $46 on no vig for Nolan, over on his points, no vig, go bet that. Just go bet it right now. Bobby Portis on Bovada, go bet that. You can see the pricing is very similar, right? If you want to really trim off the fat, if you're struggling with player props, right, then use multiple books together and only take the 2.5 or 2% plays and higher, or 3% plays and higher, right? Take the really, really good plays where you have agreement from multiple books. That's what I would do. This AJ Green play, I'm still okay with this, right? Minus 114. Now, FanDuel's at minus 122. Pinnacle's minus 153. If you meet in the middle, it's about a 2% edge play, right? And if we open this play up and we look at this over, did Pinnacle move? You bet your ass they moved. They moved a ton, and they're still moving. So AJ Green over on his threes, I'm looking at it right now on Props Builder. And so I'm all right betting this at minus 114 odds for, let's say, $75. And there we go. So I grab a little AJ Green over 2.5 threes, $75, Props Builder, solid play. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So taking the recommended size, and I'm good with that. And so what you're going to notice here, guys, and why I really like this play the most, and I like this kind of thing, I like this this strategy, is typically OddsJam overinflates their player props. The edge that OddsJam will tell you for a lot of player props, it's way too high. And why that's a problem is because then it's going to recommend that you bet a ton of money. And because the liquidity is so low on player props, sharp books take $250 to $500. That's peanuts. Some of these college basketball plays we're looking at, books are taking 15 grand. Right? There's a big difference in confidence with the books and how much money they're taking on a play. So when you can combine both books together, it lowers that edge. And now it starts to give you bet recommendations that are more realistic. And I think this is going to be a safer approach for your player prop betting strategy. And you could probably bet that there's going to be a video down the road talking about this specific strategy. I appreciate you letting me know about that, Irish, because I just want to take a quick little peek. Just going to refresh Underdog NBA real quick to see. We just got lineups announced for the Hornets and the Pistons. Jalen Duren's going to play, which is nice. He's going to start. Jalen Johnson got ruled out for the Hawks, which is a big, big deal. He got ruled out about 26 minutes ago. And so I'm looking over here for Milwaukee. Like, is there any... I don't see really any injury news other than Cam Thomas signing with the team. I don't see a lot. Orlando... Wendell Carter's going to play. He was downgraded questionable, but he's going to play. We know Franz Wagner is going to play. So there isn't really much news in terms of injuries for either team. So it's interesting that the spread's moving a ton. Let's take a look. So I will be on tomorrow morning, guys, at 9 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, we got the books moving all over the place. Plus 9.5, plus 10. Getting this at plus 10.5. When Pinnacle's at plus 9.5, they're at minus 122 here. I don't know if I'm really in love with anything that I see here at the moment, but there's right before game time, when you see this big of a discrepancy from the books in terms of just like all the different spread options, it's normally, which means is an opportunity for you to pounce as a sports bettor. You can find some good value. Because, I mean, you see minus 115 for Bookmaker on the Bucks at plus 9.5. So you know Bookmaker likes them at plus 10.5. But typically, Pinnacle takes a little bit more money on the spreads than the rest of the books. So I'm just going to kind of chill on this at the moment. But appreciate you letting me know about that. All right, so let's take a look down here to see kind of what else that we have, right? And so while these plays have a lower edge, guys, I'm still willing to bet a little bit more than the recommendation here because, again, it's hard to find two sharp books that agree on certain plays. And so with this agreement provides more confidence for me. And so I'm willing to bet maybe 1.25 to 1.5 times the amount that I'm being recommended. So betting a little bit above this recommendation. or just bet the recommended bet size. That's fine with me. I'm also willing to go lower in terms of taking lower percentage plays for the reasons that I just previously stated. So again, these plays on Bovada, you got Pistons, you got the Magic, you got the Nets. If you wanted to rock a 3-leg parlay, or because these are all plus odds, a 3-leg round robin, over on Miller, under on Porter, under on Yabusele, I'm cool with all that, right? These are different options that you have. Straight bets are going to be the most consistent path for you. You're not going to see crazy variance. If you start to introduce parlays or round robins, which round robins are a safer option to parlays, but they're still parlay based. That's what their foundation is. Round robin is then the next riskiest strategy, but not as risky as just playing straight parlays. And parlays just across the board, right? Okay. Duncan Robinson under on threes. It's pretty much all he shoots, guys. If you look at what his shot chart is, he doesn't really take too many shots at all inside, and Onyx just move. But this is still available on DraftKings. It's under a 1% edge. This is probably where I cut it off on evaluating this sharp play. I would say anything above this sharp play or ball, anything above 1%, I'm willing to entertain. Below 1%, not really. But again, that's just my 2 cents. All right, and that's kind of where I'm going to pause right now, guys. As it's a really solid NBA lineup tonight. For my arbitrage bettors, look for Props Builder, DraftKings, FanDuel, ESPN Bet, or it's not ESPN Bet, excuse me, The Score or Fliff for live arbing NBA player props. You're going to find that Props Builder, you're going to be able to match that up with FanDuel and DraftKings a lot. You're going to find some really nice arbs. Sometimes you'll find some player prop arbs between FanDuel and DraftKings. So for my arbitrage people that are looking to hit some live arbs and you're looking to hit some 6 to 10% arbs, have some patience. All you really need to do is log into DraftKings, FanDuel, and Props Builder. And if you don't have Props Builder, no problem. You can still use FanDuel and DraftKings. If you have Fliff, don't sleep on Fliff, guys. You can use Fliff as well to pair it with FanDuel and DraftKings. Usually Fliff and FanDuel a lot of times will have some solid NBA player prop arbs for live betting. It's a really condensed, small schedule of books, but it's really easy. Focus on it. Have patience. And again, if you can hit up a few arbs in an hour, 2 or 3, you're going to make really solid ROI on those plays, probably 5, 6, 7, 8%, and that's going to be well worth your time compared to going after 1 to 2% arbs. All right, guys, that's it. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out. Questions, email me, DM me if I missed anything from you or anything that you asked. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning.